untap, upkeep, and welcome back to the show. If you've been here before, if you haven't, then by all means, like, subscribe, enjoy the content. Let's find out what we're doing today. But before we do that, real quick, I want to thank everybody that has been commenting, liking, sharing, and subscribing. You all are beautiful, wonderful, and I love you all so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So for today, we're going to do a kind of a nod to another content creator, Olivia Gobert Hicks. So she does the show Elder Dragon Hijinks as well as Commander at Home with her boyfriend, Brian. And I'll just leave it at that. You'll have to look him up to go find him yourself. Excuse me. Or maybe I'll leave their links in the description after this is all said and done. So, with the idea that this is going to be a kind of a nod to Olivia, let me explain why. Olivia loves to play artifacts, and she loves to play things that are typically cars. So she likes to do shenanigans. So I thought, let's do something really funny and kind of off the wall. Kind of a nod to her by doing this. So I want to use Alela here. So when Alela, Artful, Provocateur is our commander, we can do some very, very funny things. So she's a fairy warlock, but she has flying, death touch, and lifelink. She's only a 2/3, so nothing to write home about, so to say, but other creatures you control with flying get a +1/+0. Here's the part I was interested in and what got me thinking about doing this really wacky build. Whenever you cast an artifact or enchantment spell, create a 1/1 blue fairy creature token with flying. So, what if we fill the deck with vehicles, multiple board wipes, and just have vehicles go sideways? Because we can probably find a way to keep our board safe. We could probably find a way to manipulate this to do something really, really disgusting. So I figured I'd give it a shot and let's see what happens. So let's add her basic EDH staples into the build and let's find out where we go from here. So let's do uh, let's see, let's try vehicle. Let's see what happens when we have the vehicle set in here. And let's find out what we need. So we have quite a bit to choose from. We have 101 vehicles we can choose from. Now it's just a matter of what do we kind of think is going to fit what we're trying to do here. Because I have an idea of what I want to use to end the game. And I'm also thinking about maybe doing this kind of a budget build. Hmm. So I'm kind of looking at our mana costs and whatnot. This might be worth it because as a land. I think has vigilance. I'm also looking at our mana curve just because she cost 4, so we want to have things out before then. That thing adds treasures. That thing can make bodies. What does this thing do when it's transformed? Becomes a really cool land. Draw a card, discard a card. Draw a card at mana. I don't think that one's worth it. Cultivator's Caravan because, yes. I mean, why not play the big dumb 7-11 thing at 1 mana? Let's go ahead and get the party started, shall we? Attacks or blocks, it's combat, put a velocity counter, 2 or more velocity counters on it. Sacrifice it and draw 2 cards. We don't really care about that. Becomes a copy of the exile card. Okay, so kind of eh. This thing has flying, so that's handy. So, enters the battlefield, becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Attacks or blocks, return to 1 target creature. Recruit it to its owner's hands. We don't care about that. That has vigilance, so might be worth it. That has vigilance too, and it's a mana dork. I don't think we really care about that too much. I'm not really looking at the Transformers either. I don't think they're going to be kind of what I'm attempting to do over here. I mean, that has flying and vigilance, so the Heart to Karen is actually really, really good. I can flash speed tap something. You become a copy of somebody else's thing, so we definitely like that. I mean, we'll do the Mech Titan Core because, I mean, why not? It's a big dumb thing. Accrued for the first time in turn. Copy of target knowledge and accrued it. Not really great. Want that. Attacks. You may sacrifice another fire creature if you do put one counter on it. Game's Menace. Accrued up to what other target creature vehicle you can. Okay, so we do like that. Trample and haste. Oh yes, Parhelion. Parhelion, get in here. This is gonna be big. This is gonna be really, 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 really big for this deck. This is gonna be stupid, stupid janky, and I'm not sure how well this is actually gonna work, if at all. But I think it's gonna be funny. I like this guy, so whenever one or more vehicles you control attack, make a 1/1 pilot. So I like that. Reckoner Bank Buster likes us to draw cards. Can never have too much of that, I think. Don't know about the Rolling Ham Sphere. It's a hilariously funny card and it's good, but I don't know. I would add the Submersible, but the fact that it's a double blue pip makes it very sketchy to me to add in, because I'm not sure how often we'll be able to hit with that. Shurikai, I mean, it's Shurikai. Smuggler's Copter allows us to draw cards. This thing helps clear the board. We don't really care about exploring. Like I said, this is going to be like some really weird, janky kind of thing I'm doing here. I like the Indomitable. Don't know about unidentified hover ship. I like the Weatherlight in here. unlicensed hearse because it allows us to exile things from graveyards. You know what? We're gonna add that because that thing can get huge. We'll go back and add more later, I think, if we don't look like we're in the right area for vehicles that I'm trying to do here. Which I already can see it doesn't look like we're in a very good spot. So, let's go through and find out what else can we do. Well, we definitely want that. Need our island, of course, and our swamp, and our plains. Grease Fang, I mean, it does things, but trying not to lean too heavy into that kind of thing. I mean, this thing just gets huge. We need our swords. I mean, that thing does something. The Titan's nice, but I think it's going to be out of the budget. Armed and Armored will be a surprise card for the deck, I think. Need our Signets. Our budget dual lands. Always need our counterspell. Here's another Signet. I don't know about the talismans. SRAM, definitely. Path. Do we really add the talismans? We might, and we'll pull them out later if we absolutely have to, because I don't really know for sure how this is all gonna play out, but I think this is gonna be absolutely hilarious if I can work it out the way that I'm trying to in my head. Cyberdrive Awakener, stupid bomb ass card. Just bombs, bombs. I don't think we'll add the Cyberdrive Awakener though, just because it is a little bit on the pricey side. So we have some budget options that we'll be able to throw in here. Want that. Yep, sad robot. The saddest of robots can come on in. Isolated Chapel, I think, is a decent temple. You know what? No. We don't want Foundry Inspector. Research Thief. I don't know about that mana cost. Thought Spy Network, always good. Yes, I know the mana cost for this is 10, but you have to look at this part of it. Improvise. Artifacts can help cast this spell. So all we gotta do is tap artifacts and we can just dome the entire board. So that's not that bad. She's a fairy lord, kind of helps out a little bit. I don't know if we're going to add her in, though. Padeem. Psy. You know what? I do like Psy being in here. This does kind of synergy, have some synergy with our commander. I do like Dance of the Manse. I do want to negate. another temple. So I kind of like how it's sort of slowly coming together. We need a dam. Okay, it's still within a budget range I'm happy about. We need opt. No, literally opt. You cheeky thing. Yeah, that right there. That's what I want. What was so hard about this? Uh, preordain. Ponder. Consider. Just some pretty standard one drop, be able to draw a card kind of thing. Our removal package is okay. Now, I'm going to go through and cut some of these artifacts and get our numbers back down a little bit. So I don't think we need all of that. So let's do... Let's add... where's our planes? Am I blind? I guess I'm blind. There it is. Don't judge me. Do not judge. I hear you judging me. It's not very nice. Not very nice at all. So let's add one, and add one. So we'll be able to go back through and kind of fix that a little bit. So I'm thinking of doing debt to the debtless. And that's going to be one of our big, everything's just going to go away kind of things. So then we also need inspiring statuary. But actually, I don't know if we really do. We'll throw it in and we might take it back out, actually, now that I think about it. We don't really have a whole lot in here that's not really an artifact. So we're setting okay. Let's see, what do we want to yank out of here, though? I don't think we'll need the Mind Stone or this lens. What else do we not like in here? Because I think my problem is, I was wanting to do a whole bunch of board wipes, and we got two. Two board wipes. That is a little on the sad side considering what I was trying to do here. So, what if we go through and edit this a little bit? Okay. How much is a toxic? Deluge. Ooh, $5. We really want to spend that. I mean, we could make it like a $75 budget deck, and that might be alright. I think we really just, well, I don't know if we really need it that bad. So, let's do something like this. Destroy all creatures. Good night. It's a whole bunch. More than I figured there would be. Well, we definitely don't want a Chroma's Vengeance, because we're not looking to board wipe ourselves here. And Austere Command, though powerful, it can hurt us, but I think... Ooh, no, bad computer. But I think in the long run, we don't really want that. This is a funny little 3-drop board wipe. You won't be able to untap your lands. I mean, we don't really care too much about that, I guess. Hmm. Don't move is pricey. We could always just draw a whole bunch of cards to create pain if we really feel like it. Well, I'm really thinking about Day of Judgment. I mean, just got reprinted, so it's easy to get your hands on. So, I mean, that might be what we have to go with here. Well, actually, this would be perfect. Destroys all non-token creatures. So, we're going to have a whole bunch of creatures. We're still going to be able to punch through. I like the synergy that has right there. I like it, I like it, I like it. If you were going higher in your budget, you could use Kindred Dominance. Because that would definitely do quite a bit. You know what? I'm really thinking this Marshall Coop might be a good winner too. Because at least, yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So at least with Marshall Coop, we would be able to still have some kind of battlefield afterwards. So we are now running 1, 2, 3, 4 board wipes. I like that idea. Voidrend, I don't know if we really need it too much. Because this just exiles a creature, so we actually don't need Dispatch. So, one of the finishers that's going to be on the pricey side. Is this one right here. So this is what I want to use as the finisher for the deck. Tezzeret, Master of the Bridge. If you paid attention to the last video I did, which if you didn't, go check it out. I explain about Planeswalkers. So, creatures and Planeswalker spells I cast have affinity for artifacts, meaning they're all going to be a whole lot cheaper because we're an artifact heavy deck. But it's his +2 that I have interest in. He deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of artifacts you control, and I gain X life. So he bumps the budget up quite a lot, and that hurts, but he's worth it. 100% worth it. And really, the only reason his price is up so high is because he was a buy a box promo. So if you didn't buy a War of the Spark box, you probably did not get one of these without going to the secondary market or fighting a buddy who was like, I don't care, have it. His neg allows us to go find an artifact card from our graveyard back to our hand. And then his neg 8 is exile the top 10 cards of the library, put all artifact cards from among them onto the battlefield. So you could tell he is going to be like back breaking in this deck. Just absolutely brutal. So I could go cheeky and we could go get some tutors and we could just go full combo for it. So let's do something instead. No. Bad lap. Bad. Artifact. So whenever we cast an artifact is what I've typed in. So we're going to try and find a way to try and get some more out of this. Pretty much going to be throwing in like some kind of card draw. Because I think that's what we need. So that's okay. He might come back out actually, just because I don't want to have to discard, you know, certain things. This is going to be pricey for us. That's going to hurt. So there's not really a whole lot we can get through here. I thought there'd be more than that. Tap it on tap a creature. Metallurgic summonings. Gix. Maybe you cast artifact spell, mana for greater, make a 1/1 thop thop. I don't think we care about that. Efficient construction might be handy actually. So this is where we're kind of sitting. Like I said, this is not going to be super powerful or anything. This is hardcore jank at its best. And I think it's going to be quite fun. And you could up the budget to this thing to a way higher number if you felt like. And maybe do a little something more with it. But for right now, this is one source of card draw, two sources of card draw, three technically. Four, actually, I just had an idea. I want you out, and there's a dragon. Oh, I'm having a brain fart, but there's a dragon that I want in here. Yep, shimmering. He allows us to tap our vehicles and draw cards. How good is that? I mean, how much better can it be? So we have four sources of card draw just in these four pretty good creatures. Hey, and he even gets a power boost from Alela. What else could we want here? This is where it gets fun. So every time another fairy enters the battlefield under our control, each opponent's going to lose a life. So every time we cast one of our artifact spells, bam, we're going to poop out a fairy. When we poop out a fairy, this thing is on the battlefield, everybody's going to get drained. We run these three really horrible board wipes plus a dam to just wipe the battlefield of everything and call it a day. You could actually upgrade Dam to be a White Sun's not. It's not White Sun enough, but there's it's the white. There's a white board wipe that's kind of like Marshall Coop from All Will Be One, but it makes little mite creatures. So you've got that. One of my main kill spells is going to be Depth to the Depthless. We have another two sources of card draw here. So that puts us from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Consider is 7. There's 8. Then when we come down here, I think some of these also draw cards. So 9. He ramps us. More ramp. Big dumb idiot. Another big dumb idiot. Heart of Kieran. So this thing draws cards. So that was what, 1. Well, we should have enough card draw, I think. Because we got this thing that lets us go 5 cards deep and be able to find some of the stuff that we're looking to do. This would be 1. That's 2 for a short time. There's 3. There's 4. 5 technically. There's 6. We have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we've got quite a bit of card draw for the deck to kind of keep it running. And like I said, this is going to be like the most bizarre, janky kind of thing somebody has ever seen in their life. Oh, yeah, we have 15 because we have reconnaissance missions down here as well. So we have enough. And then we even have this, so 16. Whatever, one more. So first of all, at the beginning of our upkeep, we're going to make an, if we control an artifact, we're going to make a thop. And then whenever one or more artifact creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, we get to draw a card. So we have 16 sources of card draw in the deck. That's actually really good, I think. Ruining 35 land, so that's good. Though I think we'll take out this Path of Ancestry and get, it's the castle, I believe. Ardenvale, I want to say. Yes. So I want the castle because it allows us to make a body. So even if we board white with like dam and we need a body, we have a body capable to keep our train going. Bonder's Enclave, we need a creature with power 4 or greater. That might be alright because we can always turn any of this into a pretty big body and actually do what we're trying to do. Let's switch up that printing because it's such an eyesore, honestly. Oh, never mind. It's kind of the cheapest one there. Well, that's a thing. That's a thing. So, this is where we're looking for the deck. I'm not 100% sure how this is actually gonna function, if at all. But it looks hilarious to me. Like, if you sit down in the pod and somebody pulls something like this out, you know you're gonna be scratching your head going, what in the world is going on here? And at some point, like, things just continue to go horrible. So, let's do Leah's. Let's do Alea's Wacky Racist. That'll be the name of the deck. Because we're just trying to have cars do dumb things. Or maybe I'll change it to Battle Bots, I don't know. So let's play test it a little bit. So, I don't like that hand. One land is not good. And then we just get absolutely dumpstered by getting nothing but land. I mean, we have a thing to play, but that's not going to be enough. So let's go down to 6. This is better. This is a lot better. So let's put the skyship to the bottom. And then we can draw our card for the turn. Play this. We would look, yeah, we want Tezzy at the top. I mean, pass, draw a card. Play this. We could run this out, but I don't think we need to. I think we'll play our preordained, so we'll scry. And then we'll draw. So we want to make sure we hit our land drops. Don't have a white source yet, so that's kind of alarming. So let's throw out Psy. Let's pass. We have a swamp. Actually, no. Let's lay down the island so we can play this guy. So Depending on what's out there, this may just sit in our hand. Okay, so that actually was not going to go very far. This is not bad. This is not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. So we draw. Can use that, and let's go. Not that button. We need this button. I don't reckon it matters. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. We have a swamp. Let's play an Island. Play that. Let's play another Island. Pass the turn if nobody does anything. Because we're still in setup. So then we go find a plains. Let's shuffle. Draw. Oh, look, a swamp. So at the very least, bam, Commander is out on curve. We'd prefer if she was out beforehand, but that's going to be alright. So, depending on our turn order, we could drop something like this, make a fairy, pass the turn. Then we could do something like this and do one. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. What do we want to do here? Well, I mean, we could do like this. This makes more bodies. Oh yeah, play that. Crew some stuff, do some things. So then we need more land. So maybe we play that. Draw this. Oh look, a land. Yeah, we'll keep that on top. So turn 8, our board doesn't look that bad. Like I said, this is gonna be like some really weird, janky kind of thing, but it might be kind of fun. It might need some love to make it a little bit more focused, a little bit more dialed in, especially with the lands and whatnot. But for kind of a budgety build and just kind of tinkering around, I guess you could say getting an idea out of the head, it's probably not going to be that bad. Now this is what we wanted. She's out. Turn 3. Turn 4, we could do this, play this, make a fairy, play this, make another fairy, pass the turn. So I think ideally you want to do this, make another body, do this. So then we want an Island. Pass our turn. So turn 6, this is how our board looks. Not that impressive. We have a couple of fairies, so hold on. Let's actually show this. So, okay. So we have a couple of fairies out. We could drop the temple. Scry. You know what? I think we want you at the bottom. Because then we could play this, get another fairy. Attack. Draw a card. Oh look, it's a soul ring. Play this, get another fairy. Play that. Get another fairy. Pass our turn. That was all in one turn. My goodness. So maybe this is actually a little bit better than I thought. So we can crew everything we want to. and gain 3 life, get some mana. So we're still not like really crazy or nothing, and this doesn't even have to have a vehicle hit for the damage. We just need a creature to attack. So we could swing with all of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness, that actually worked out in our favor. Play a land. Well, hold on. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We only have 6, so I guess we could do that. Make it 7. Yeah, then why not? Tezzy. Plus him. Make everybody suffer. And then the next turn, Shorikai. So we have the ability to do some shenanigans here. He's a big beat stick too, by the way. Don't let that fool you. We have another 2 fairies. And we could always plus Tezzeret again. So then everybody could lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 now. So they've potentially already lost 15 life just from Tezzeret. We don't really care about using his super big ultimate. We're just trying to get him to drain everybody. So I think this is going to be funny. I think this is going to work. It's a $65 budget, so I guess if you were doing a $75 budget deck, so to say, maybe even a $100 budget deck, you could do something like this. It's wild. It's off the wall. Nobody's going to expect something like this to come and sit down at the table, I think. So I think you have a lot of fun out of something like this. It's not overpowered or backbreaking, so you're on like I would argue you're probably a little bit below precon level, honestly. You've got powerful cards, but I don't know. I really just in my gut I feel like this is kind of like below a precon. It's got some good synergies to it, but I don't think it's gonna be that powerful. I think some of your modern day precons are just gonna mop the floor with this. But if you wanted something just to have some fun with, I think this is a good way to go. Especially because this is like I said, this is kind of a nod to a playstyle that Olivia Gobert Hicks likes to play, which is she likes to play artifacts and cars. So I don't know, maybe we'll see it on one of her shows one day. Maybe I'll play, maybe I'll get invited to it, or maybe she'll see this and go, hey, this is not a bad idea. Let me put my own twist to it. Who knows? I just thought this would be a fun little thought exercise, little experiment. We could make it non-budget and just make it ridiculously backbreaking, but I don't think that's really necessary. I think this is just going to be funny as is. So I think with that, we will call this video to a close. So let me know what you think. Do you think this is a wild, janky deck that has your interest? Maybe you can do something with it, put your own twist to it, or do you think that this is really dumb? Don't do this. You're just being goofy. Well, you'd be right. I am just being goofy. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the things that make the almighty and powerful YouTube algorithm so very happy and smile. You don't even have to really be listening to me right now. You could just play me on mute in the background and let the video play. Let all my other videos play on mute in the background. It really is just a matter of getting the view counts up, getting the view times up. So, but hopefully you all are actually enjoying my videos and enjoying the content. Let me know if there's something wacky and crazy you want to try in Magic in the comments below. Let's see. Let's see what we can come up with. With all that said, don't forget, rub that belly for mana, and may your Magic games bring you all the luck. Peace out.